With her classic lines, the 50-post convertible OLE is a very big 50-foot sport fisherman come long-range cruiser. Here are the facts. Her overall length is 50 feet 7 inches, waterline length 45 feet, beam 16 feet 11 inches, draft 4 feet 6 inches, displacement 57,122 pounds, fuel capacity 870 gallons, and water capacity 240 gallons. Notice her sleek, unbroken sheer and proud bow, framed forward by a custom rail. And finally, OLE is powered by upgraded 1050 horsepower MAN engines, making this vessel one of the finest sport fish and cruising yachts on the water. I truly enjoy the opportunity to meet and chat with captains of the vessels that I feel epitomize a beautifully captain-maintained yacht. The OLE is just such an example. It's my pleasure today to introduce Captain Art Logan. Art, thanks for taking the time to join us today. Captain Art, tell us a little about the relationship between you and the OLE's owner that leads to such a beautiful example of a 50-post.
Well, Mr. Shannon, I refer to him as Frank. He is just the open checkbook policy, and pardon the expression, you probably hear that quite often, but Frank is one who does this. If I recommend that something should be done on the boat, he'll say, you really feel that's the way we should go? And I'll say, yes, I looked into it and I feel that is the way to go. I've researched it and it's going to cost this much money, and I said, well, whatever you feel is right, Adi, let's get it done. He said, I want it perfect. That's what Frank says. I want it perfect.
So Frank basically uses you as his consultant for this boat, and whatever it takes, whatever you feel it takes to keep the systems of this boat in a maintained condition that's ready to go at a moment's notice, you've got the ability to do that.
That's correct. Frank is from the Boston area, and when he gets down here, he wants to walk on the boat, fire it up, and go. He doesn't want any issues whatsoever, and that's what I prepare for him, and that's how it works.
Well, the OLE is a beautiful, beautiful 50-post, and you know, my congratulations to you and Frank for keeping it like this.
Thank you.
Can you give us your thoughts on what the next lucky owner can expect when they take delivery of the OLE?
Well, you said it, lucky owner. The person that purchased this boat will just unlock the cabin door, walk in, put on the necessary switches and so forth to fire it up and get underway, and they don't have to do anything. Life jackets, from life jackets to everything on board, it's perfect. And there's nothing that one has to do with this boat. Furnishings are beautiful, the engine room is beautiful, engines run perfect, everything runs perfect on this boat. And that's how Mr. Shannon, or as I call him, Frank, wants everything. And that's what we do. That's why she looks so great.
So we can sum the OLE up as a truly turnkey beauty.
I would say those are the words, definitely.
Captain Art, thanks very much for taking the time to join us today.
Highly welcome. Thank you for the opportunity.
Hi. Welcome to another episode of Sport Fishing Yacht Sales. I'm Mike Simko. And today we're featuring a beautiful 1998 50-post convertible named OLE. She's a wide boat, which makes for a very big cockpit and nearly 200 square feet of working space. The 16-foot 11-inch beam allows for a nice-sized bait prep station, a deep sink, and 3 drawers of tackle storage beneath. There's a heavy-duty ladder which leads to the fly bridge, and behind that, a deep storage unit. A hinged counter and hinged door lead to the engine room, and the beefy sliding door leads to the salon. Far to starboard is a deep refrigeration and freezer unit. For you anglers, there's a top-of-the-line blue water fighting chair in the cockpit. There are also 2 massive fish boxes, both to port and starboard. When not in use, this cockpit is covered by a full cockpit shade. And last but not least, a full transom door with a hinged covering board lid, which can accommodate the largest sport fish you can drag through. Welcome to the flybridge. While the creature comforts below decks are delightful, it's up in the flybridge of the OLE that show just what a 50-post is all about. There's plenty of room with comfortable lounge seating fore and aft, along with the port-centered bench, all with plenty of good visibility across the bow and down into the cockpit. And let's not forget the full 360-degree enclosure. The hardtop is supported by massive welded aluminum tubing. And at the helm, there is plenty of room across the console for all the electronics options imaginable. Welcome to the salon. The OLE is not all about sport fishing. Her first-class accommodations are about entertaining and cruising also. Again, that extra wide beam provides a spacious feel. The salon is beautifully appointed with finely crafted solid teak cabinetry and paneling, all brilliantly varnished. In the starboard corner, there's a bar with an ice maker. An oversized leather settee faces another in the opposite corner that wraps around a dining table. Backing this is the entertainment center with a large-screen Sony Bravia TV and Bose theater stereo system. The galley is 3 steps down and set apart by a gleaming teak-top counter. The L-shaped galley counter is Korean with a deep undermount stainless steel sink and a full-size refrigerator freezer. A 2-burner electric stovetop waits underneath a countertop panel, and a convection microwave oven is mounted neatly into the cabinet. All in all, it's a workspace that's as functional as it is attractive. 2 more steps down towards the bow is where you'll find the 3 separate staterooms. The first guest room is up in the bow, with a full-size berth on the starboard side and a single upper bunk crossing over from the port side. There's a cedar-lined locker as well as large drawers under the bigger bunk. The second guest room to port has twin over-under bunks and a good-sized cedar-lined hanging locker. These 2 staterooms share the dayhead, which is a roomy compartment with a nifty cedar linen locker and a separate shower stall. The owner's stateroom is amidship on the starboard side and boasts a walk-around queen-size berth, cedar locker and cupboards, and a built-in flat-screen TV. A separate head features an enclosed shower stall, a built-in pull-out hamper, more cedar linen cupboards, and a vanity with a molded-in sink and attractive white faucet.